Hello traders, the election day is finally here. Today is the 5th of November 2024 with me, Fawad Razaqzada, market analyst for City Index. So the markets are looking a little bit bullish with equity indices rising, the euro-dollar rising, and this is all due to Kamala Harris closing the gap with Donald Trump in the presidential election race. But as you can see from the betting markets, the probability of a Trump winning has increased once again. So far, however, this hasn't been reflected in the financial markets, but the day has just started, so we could see a shift in the market as we get closer to the European close or deeper into the US session. So the euro dollar is currently testing a major area of resistance at around 109, which was previously support before it gave way earlier this month, and now we're coming back to retest this area from underneath. Now, what would a Trump win may mean for the euro dollar? Well, I think a clean sweep for Trump's Republicans could be the biggest bullish factor for the US dollar because of his plans to increase spending, cut taxes and whatnot, which is all inflationary. But obviously, if Trump wins but loses the House to the Democrats, then in that case, the picture could be a little bit more complicated because he will have a tougher time to pass on his policies through to law. Whereas a Harris win would be deemed negative for the US dollar and potentially positive for the indices outside of the US, for example, the German DAX index, which has come under pressure recently because of concerns that Donald Trump would reimpose tariffs not only on Chinese exports but also on European exports to the US as well. So let's have a look at the euro dollar then. If it finds resistance here in the event of a Trump victory, then the next downside target to watch is this shaded area between 108.25 to 108.50. Below that, we have this bullish trend line that has been in place since October of last year at around 107.70 to 108 area. If that trend line breaks down, then there is not much in terms of immediate support levels until 107, 106, which is also the low hit in April. And we could even be talking about 105, depending on how big of a victory Trump might achieve in the US election. In contrast, if Trump loses, then we could see this potential recovery stretch towards 110 handle in the euro dollar. The US election uncertainty has caused the DAX to break down below its bullish trend line that had been in place since early August. So the short-term path of least resistance has turned to the downside, but key support lies at around 18,900 area, which is where the index had previously found resistance back in May and a couple of other times before breaking out. Retest of that level held in October, but questions remain as to what will happen if we get there once more. Will we finally break back through this area? If so, then that could potentially pave the way for further technical selling towards the 200-day moving average initially ahead of the long-term bullish trend line. But we'll cross that bridge if and when we get there. For now, this is the key area to watch in terms of support. On the upside, resistance is provided by the shaded region between 19,300 to 19,400. Previously, this area was support. We also have the 21-day exponential moving average converging there as well, making it a key technical area to watch during this election. US markets are higher at the time of this recording. As you can see, the S&P 500 is testing this potential resistance area at around 5,765, which was previously resistance and support. It's also the underside of the 21-day exponential moving average. But recently, the technical bias has turned somewhat bearish following the breakdown below this wedge pattern, and since then we've created a lower low as well. However, key support like the DAX is this area, which marks the previous all-time high that was hit in July of this year. We broke through that area in September, retested it in October, and now we are approaching that area again. So if and when we get there, then the key question will be, can this level hold as support, or do we break through it decisively this time? That could determine the near-term technical direction for the S&P 500. Now then, for more market insights and analysis, make sure to check out the news and analysis section at cityindex.com. I'll see you in the next video. Take care.